This is Will Davis with the Monroe County Reporter. Here are some of the top stories in this week's paper. A High Falls woman is charged with DUI after reportedly going to the sheriff's office at 6 in the morning under the influence. Kimberly Wingler is 57 years old, and she showed up at the sheriff's office in the jail the morning of the 16th around 6 a.m. to report that her husband had tried to kill her. Investigators did not notice any markings or injuries to her person and also detected alcohol on her breath. They went to her car and found a cold beer can in the center console. She failed several sobriety tests and wound up being charged with DUI. Just in May, the same woman, Miss Wingler, was charged with stealing a package off a woman's front steps. A video camera reportedly showed her saying, "This is my day," as she stole the package. More details in this week's Reporter. Well, there's been a lot of talk about fake news lately, and the Reporter wants to get in on the fun. We will be featuring one fake news story in every week's broadcast, but it's up to you, viewers, to figure out which one is the fake story. So as you watch the video unfold, see if you can pick out which fake story is fake, and then comment in the comments below, and we'll see who wins. Thanks for watching The Reporter, and watch out for that fake news.
Monroe County's #1 real estate company, The Brokery, now offers the full gamut of real estate services. The Brokery has long been a top seller and lister of homes, land, and real estate, and now they can do it all, no matter what you need. Renovations to prepare for a sale, the best mortgage rates from Prime Point Mortgage, listing and brokerage services to move property, all under one roof. From the real estate professionals at The Brokery, go to their website or find them right here in Forsyth on 30 East Johnston Street.
Well, an Albany truck driver suffered minor injuries when he turned over his 18-wheeler on Highway 42 North on Monday. Johnny Denard, 42, of Albany, was driving north when he left the roadway and flipped over and lost his entire cargo of corn, which became of interest to several local deer hunters apparently. Whether the corn is still on the shoulder of 42 or not, we're not sure. But Mr. Denner was okay, and they were able to clean up the scene. See more details in this week's Reporter.
Hello, I'm Terry Johnson. I write Monroe Outdoors for The Reporter. This week I'm talking about the most significant day in the fall hunting schedule, the opening day of the dove season that's going to come about in just a few days. So that will usher in the most important migratory bird hunting season that we have in the state of Georgia. It's going to be totally different than the opening day of any dove hunting season over the past several generations. So I'm going to tell you how it's going to be different. And I'm also going to give you some information about why the mourning dove season is so important. The mourning dove is the most hunted migratory bird in the state of Georgia. In fact, when you compare the results of last year's hunting season with those of Georgia and its sister states, Georgia turned out to be the #1 dove hunting state in this part of the country. More hunters hunt mourning doves than any other migratory game bird in the state of Georgia. So this week in The Reporter, I'm going to tell you exactly all the mechanics of the Monroe County dove season. I'm going to tell you why this hunting season begins on a day that is going to be totally different than generations of dove hunters have ever experienced before. So if you want to find out all about the details of the 2021-2022 dove hunting season, read my column in The Reporter.
Well, Monroe County property owners will get a nice surprise in the mail later this year when their tax rates will have dropped about 3%. That's because Monroe County commissioners surprised a lot of people last Wednesday when they approved a reduction in the property taxes. They had talked earlier in the summer about raising the millage rate 1.5 mils, but then Chairman Greg Tapley surprised everyone by proposing they roll back property taxes back to 12.8 mils. That's a reduction from about 13.1 mils last year. Due to the increase in the tax values of the county, they said it was possible. They also cut out some road funding. But the other commissioners who had fought this summer to reduce that tax increase. George and Mommy and Eddie Rowland accused Tapley of being late to the party for the tax cutting. Nevertheless, it was approved 4-1. See more details in this week's Reporter.
I'm Seth Birkebaum. This is the Monroe County Reporter Incident of the Week. Police were summoned to the Dollar General on East Main Street on August 22nd, and employees told Officer Jeremy Malone that a strange acting man in a purple shirt was wearing shorts that kept falling off, and he was wearing no underwear. Malone searched the surrounding area and soon found him walking with a woman on Tiff College Drive. The pair told the officer that they were heading back to their room at the Red Roof Inn and then leaving this town. Malone explained the local laws regarding public decency to the man and released him. Officer Richard Maddox recognized Elliot Ponder of Forsyth, who had outstanding warrants and was driving a blue Chevy Caprice traveling on Highway 18 near Patrol Road. Maddox made a U-turn when Ponder turned onto Patrol Road and stopped him in front of the Georgia State Patrol post. The officer had him step away from the vehicle and immediately turned him around to cuff him. Ponder then shoved back, causing Maddox to fall backwards, and took off running with Maddox still gripping him until he lost a hold of his wrist and fell to the asphalt. Maddox jumped up and gave chase while calling dispatch, and Ponder ran into a wooded area between Industrial Park Drive and the Shell Station on Highway 18. Deputies arrived and set up a perimeter, and he was quickly taken into custody, charged with driving without a license, suspended registration, no insurance, and obstruction. Maddox sustained scrapes and minor bruising to his right knee.
Hey y'all, it's Tammy Raffers-Eater with the Monroe County Reporter. Welcome to this week's Classifieds. This week, check out an array of for sale items, services, jobs, and garage sales, such as a 2000 Nissan Titan King Cab 5.6-liter V8 pickup truck, 478-994-4090. We also have some rubberized flooring for a 2-car garage with extra pieces. Call 478-461-2351. There's a garage clean-out sale this weekend, including furniture, home decor, and glassware. 2700 Highway 42 South. And there's a whole bunch of jobs still out there. See listings from Johnson Plumbing, 478-994-2387, Raff Incorporated, 478-297-1597, Shoney's Apply in Person, McDonald's, 478-784-0245, the Georgia Department of Corrections. Visit gdcjobs.com. Thanks for reading. Y'all have a fantastic week.
What? Did you see this? A woman had a snake in her car. That's crazy. I'm gonna have to subscribe to this reporter. It's only $40 a year.
We're getting ready to celebrate the bicentennial of Monroe County. And the big celebration is coming up September 25th and 26th, but there's lots happening between now and then. And one thing that happened this week is we dug up the time capsule that was planted during the sesquicentennial on the courthouse lawn. And inside that time capsule were a lot of things from 1973. There are especially a lot of letters that were written to descendants of people that are here now. And these letters and keepsakes are going to be displayed at the celebration on the 25th and 26th. See what people were thinking about as they were writing letters to us in the future back in 1973.
Well, as you know, Monroe County is celebrating its 200th birthday this year, the bicentennial celebration, coming up later in the month. As part of the celebration, locals have dug up a time capsule from the sesquicentennial. That was the 150th birthday back in 1971, 72. What they found in there was rather interesting. You can read about it in this week's paper, but they also have discovered the Confederate gold that has been missing for over 150 years, ever since Confederate President Jefferson Davis made his fugitive run from Union troops. The gold has been missing, but now they found it underneath the ground at the Monroe County Courthouse. See details in this week's Reporter. In sports in this week's Reporter, the Mary Persons Bulldogs celebrating a big win over McDonough, 42-28. Find out all the details and highlights, including a new school record for touchdowns in a game. Find out how a sophomore was able to set this record. Also about what Coach Brian Nelson says the Bulldogs are doing different this year, off to a 2-0 start, but with two big monster games coming up. Read all about it in the Reporter. Also coverage of our Mary Persons cross-country team, which hosted its first meet of the year last Saturday. They're at FPD this week, and you can find out more about especially the girls' cross-country team showing a lot of promise this year. Also, another Forsyth student-athlete has committed to a college of his choice. It's Lawson Cole. He's a pitcher for the Stratford Eagles. He committed to play at Mercer, following in his dad's footsteps. See all that and much more in this. Oh, and the Pigskin Picks debuts. Aren't you glad it's football season? Join us in a pick'em contest in the Reporter. You can win a dinner at Shoney's if you have the best picks. See the 10 games on page 3C of this week's paper in the Reporter.
I'm Baby's daddy.
And I'm Baby's mama.
And today we're cooking with Corona. Now it's very important to wash your hands before you cook.
Did you wash your hands?
Oh. And today we're making Mountain Dew chicken. What you doing?
You want some?
Nah. Give me that. And look at that. Perfect Mountain Dew chicken.